Hello everyone, today I'm gonna teach you how you can make yourself a lithophane or a 3D printed project like this. You can make a portrait, a landscape photo of yourself. It's entirely custom made and as you can see, it looks cool. Okay, so first we need to look up Lithophane Maker and it is a free website. As you can see, there's a few different websites available out there, but I'm gonna use this one. So after scrolling through the tab here, you can see there's many different projects, many different types of lithophanes that you can, just do it, use it, upload a sample, a custom picture of yourself. So yeah, for this project, I'm gonna be using the flat lithophane maker, pretty standard one because I'm gonna use it and put it up in a photo frame. So this is where you upload your image. You can have a different choice, different frame options up here. And for the resolution, I'm going to reduce it to increase the quality. As for the different dimensions, this will be custom made according to your own needs. So for my case, I've bought myself a photo frame, which is this one. I don't know whether I'll butcher the name. It's called Rodem. So yes, it is a photo frame with this dimension of 13 by 18 centimeters. So I think it's a perfect use for my case because there's this little groove in there which I can put the frame and also probably enough space for the LED lights that I'll be putting in. So after further measurements, this will be the width and the height and also the depth. So let's take everything apart to see what do we have inside. Oh, we have this little frame which is about 1 centimeter thick. So that would be good, and a transparent frame here which can be used as the cover. Whether we need it later on, we'll see. So after further dimension checking is about 1 inch depth, but we will be adding the cover from the back later, so I'll see how it goes after measuring all these dimensions. So this is what I'm just gonna play around with the dimensions to input, and probably different for your case if you have a different size a frame you'll be using. So for my case, I'm just gonna upload a Mona Lisa portrait. Why not? Let's have some fun. So this is it. I'm gonna upload it to the Elegoo slicing software. So depending on what 3D printer you are using, you'll be using a different software. For my case, it's this one, the slicing software. And as you can see, my build plate is about 22.5 centimeters on each side. So this is quite a good size for the print that I'll be using. Not too big and not too small. So yeah. So after further checking and seeing those different layers, it's quite thin, but let's see how it goes after printing. Let's save it. Let's go. Okay, looking pretty good for the first try, the first print, but you can see there's these little black stains from the black filaments I had leftovers from my previous roll, so need to do a bit of cleaning from those, but let's just quickly test it out. Put my flash on back. It's looking good so far. Okay, so looks like we don't need these 2 frames here, so I'm just gonna keep 4 of these items. So as you can see, I'm gonna use the barrel type connector for my power input. So it comes with this plus and minus sign, which is perfect for my plus and minus sign on the LED strip that I'll be using, which is the COB LED strip, so I can't see those individual LED lights. Okay, and this is the power adapter for the barrel type wire connection, and make sure it is 12 volts. And as for the amperage, use as low as possible because I don't want to heat up my LED strip, and if it gets too hot, it won't be good for this project. So after doing some stripping of the wires and some connections, I'm gonna tape everything up so that it's insulated. Okay, so here comes the first problem. My wires are a bit too long and I'm just afraid it will interfere with how the lights look from the front because it might cover it. So after doing some wiggling and hiding it underneath the frame, it looks like this would be the best configuration. But as for the power barrel connection, I need to make sure that it doesn't interfere with the light as well. So let's snip through the frame, this plastic frame that comes with this frame, and yeah, after some further fidgeting of the wires, it looks okay this way, but we'll find out after putting the LED strips in and also cutting hole for the barrel connector. So yeah, that's where it goes. I'm just gonna use my handy little plier to just make this simple hole because it's just a soft material right there. Okay, that looks clean, that looks good. But on the other side, comes with this screw locking mechanism. Just, putting it in and screwing it, and it will be very secure. So yeah, looks very clean as well. Loving it. Let's quickly and gently tape the LED strips in place. So need to be careful with this. I want it to be consistent and I want it to be straight. Looking good so far. Okay, so we have a bit of a problem here. So turns out the wires going through that little groove that I've cut earlier is kind of interfering with the LED light. So I think I will need to make a new groove around here at this point. So yeah, I get to hide the wires cleaner that way. So yeah, snip it is. Okay, so what's next is to snip off the remaining LED strip and tape it covering the wires. So it looks better this way. It's all clean. Okay, and oh yeah, the wires are a bit too long that way, and finding a place to hide it is gonna be a problem. So I'm just gonna cut the long remaining wire. Might as well doing that. Oh yeah, it looks way cleaner now, hiding the wires at this bottom groove of the frame. So yeah, now all I need to do is just put everything back and lock the frame. You can see a little bit of the remaining braid wires over there, but I think that should be fine because it will be at the back. So let's see how it turns out. I'm really loving the placement of the barrel tube, the connector, because it's at the bottom left if you put it portrait, or you will be at the bottom right if you put it in a landscape orientation. So yeah, as you can see, it looks cool in the dark, and if you zoom in closer, you can see those tiny little 3D printed details or printing lines, because I've printed it in a landscape format, so your portrait will look vertical in those 3D printed lines. Very clean, but you can see a little bit of a black stain at the bottom right because of the wire, the barrel tube connector, but I think that does the job as well. It's all looking very clean, very nice. Okay, so after some further considerations, I've decided to reuse this transparent panel that came with the frame itself to put it at the very first layer, because I wouldn't want to accidentally touch it, and having this panel in front would be a protective film that even if people touch it, I can just clean it with a simple wipe. Looks cool that way. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have enjoyed the tutorial and this video, do like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you.